Hi, this is Mary Vukicevic, and with this short video I'm going to try and explain how light enters the eye and then focuses on either the fovea or some other point to explain the difference between emmetropia, which is a normal length eye, hypermetropia, which is a short eye, and then myopia, which is a long eye. So let's just have a look at the first diagram here. This is what we call an emmetropic eye, which means that the length from the front of the eye to the back of the eye is what's considered normal length. And so what happens is that light rays come in to the cornea at the front of the eye. They bend ever so slightly and a little bit more through the lens, which I've labelled here L. And eventually they come to fall and converge onto the fovea here at the back of the eye, fovea. And as you can see, they land perfectly well on the fovea. And so this patient sees very well and doesn't need a lens in front of the eye here to bend the light rays in the appropriate direction. Now let's have a look at what happens in hypermetropia, where the eye length is short. So the distance between here and here is a bit shorter than normal. What happens is the light rays come in the same way and they're bent ever so slightly, but because the eye is short, the nodal point actually is past the fovea and lands here. And so that the image that you get at this area is actually blurry. In order to fix that, we need to place a plus lens in front of the eye to bend the light rays so that they land here on the fovea. Now, the final option is myopia, or short-sightedness rather, but I've got here in brackets long, which means it's a long eye. But this is actually, I should label that short-sightedness, long-sightedness, and this one could be considered normal, as I said before. Okay, so what happens in myopia now is that the eye is long from front to back, and so the light rays come in, and instead of landing here on the fovea, they actually land just a little bit in front. And so again, what you have is the image falling there and the image being blurry. So that's what it means by the nodal point not corresponding to the point of the fovea. In a short eye, the point is behind the eye. In a long eye, it's before the eye. So hopefully this gives you a good explanation, although very simplistic, of course.